true.
Alright, welcome back to Travel Trail Diaries with Becca and June. We are on the road. Unfortunately, we are not on a big exciting trip like we were last time. Unfortunately, we are working during the week, so we try to sneak into the little parks when we have a chance. So today we are about to jump on the Blue Route and we are heading up to Smedley Park in Springfield. And as long as we've both lived here, we've actually never been to this park, so I'm excited to see what they have. A lot of people said there's miles and miles of hiking trails, that there is a stream. I saw a bridge in some of the reviews, a playground. So we are heading up here with our daughter and we are going to check it out and let you guys know
cat cardio
what it's about.
Kayla.
Hey guys, special guest appearance.
This is a local park.
So we're in Delaware County in Pennsylvania, right outside of Philly, and we're heading to Springfield. So stay tuned. Hopefully we don't encounter any idiots on the road like we did last time, and we're really excited to see what these trails hold, and hopefully we get to see a little bit of wildlife. Everything's in full bloom right now as we're heading into the later part of spring. So let's go. When you go into this park, they say you can technically walk underneath the Blue Route onto or under the, on-ramps, and there's a lot of cool graffiti down here. So this is a cool little bridge. This is a one-way heading into Smedley Park. Nice and shaded. The trees are definitely growing in, looking nice. Probably just park up right here. A little park here.
And we made it. We made it.
to Smedley Park. This looks like an environmental center. Looks like they have 4-H out of here, run through Penn State. I'm not sure if it's, with regular students or just teachers or if it's for local kids, but we'll try to get some more information before we head out of here. If you look over here, the red trail actually goes a couple different ways, so I'm not sure how many trails they have here, but we're gonna start heading down and see what we can find. This trail is starting off a little rocky, a little downhill. You can see some water off to our left. Some water. There's a cute little log bench up here. Looks like it had almost like a car with wheels. It's very relaxing here.
Seems pretty cool already.
Coming down to the bottom of the beginning of the red trail. Looks like we're just going into a big open field down here. We're gonna go to our left first. Looks like they have a lot of different trees that they're growing. A lot of things are fenced off. So we're gonna walk up, see what their signs say, and see what's going on. Wishies. We look over here towards our left, some pretty big tree roots, some nice rocks. See if we can wrap around and see where this leads us to. Hopefully we're not going in a circle. This tree over here to the right, this is pretty cool the way that it sits on the rock. This is a carving tree. You can see some people have got up higher and carved their names, which is a little difficult. We know that this hurts the trees, but we secretly all love to carve our name in one. It's kind of a cool little gift that we do. This brings us literally right up to the water. And then there's a tiny little trail behind us. Pretty decent.
Going up.
You want to go up?
Ooh.
Okay, then we'll come back down. All right, we're heading up this little steep rocky hill. See where this takes us. Like I thought, one big circle right where we started. So we'll just head back down, and this time we'll go the bridge way.
Come on.
heading up to a nice little wooden bridge. We're gonna take a little stroll over, get a closer look at the water, and see what's down here. Maybe we'll see some fish. Erosion and weathering. Park Streamside Buffer Zone, and it gives us a little bit of information about everything being shaded and the natural characteristics protecting everything as it is. Looks like just another parking lot here to the right, so I think we're going to swing to the left this time. We have some new growth trees coming up, a nice large open field. We have a few benches, and I think we're going to head down and go under this little bridge that we came in on and wrap back around. Short. Right here, Caleb found a little spot we can head down to the water. We're always hoping to see some fish, turtles, a frog. Take what we can get. People have said that they've seen a lot of different species of birds here. They've even seen bald eagles sometimes, deer.
Poison ivy.
We definitely
right in front of us.
Don't want to mess with poison ivy.
Look for them 3 leaves. Look for them 3 leaves.
I think because June said poison ivy, then I'll probably end up with it. That's how allergic I am. We have some new trees that they planted over here. We have some boulders netted down to help with erosion. Out over to our right. Gives everybody a chance to enjoy themselves, have a little bit of privacy, and at the same time share the park. Another little bridge. And above that is the bridge that we drove in on. Take a peek on this bridge, see what we can see down here, and then we'll head back on the trail. What I am noticing is the water's a little dirty here, a little oily, not as clear as some of the creeks that we've been to locally. You definitely see some type of oily film on the top of the water, which is unfortunate. This bridge does look like they just installed all new wood though. Hopefully they're getting ready to do the other side. Definitely a few over there that gonna spin back around over this bridge, head back towards the left, and we'll see what lies beyond. That was a perfect spin. Here's the marker for the red trail. So far, this is the only marker that we've seen is for red. So I'm not sure if this is just one giant loop trail or if there are other trails in this park.
Is that a tree that just broke? Uh-oh.
That we're looking for, and if you look straight above, we are right under the railroad tracks. We are back on the trail. A couple little red-breasted robins. Hi-ho, and away we go. This is nice. This opens up into a little kids' playground. We have a third bridge coming up here. Center over here looks like a spot for pollinators to grow. We can swing around and take a look at the sign. A lot of these that we've seen, they'll have butterflies or certain flowers that attract different insects. This helps the natural flow of things when they have areas like this. This area actually attracts salamanders, wood frogs, and a few other different species. This is a vernal pool, and it's basically like a temporary pond, which doesn't allow predator fish to eat the other animals that are trying to grow. Once we get some rain, which is expected this weekend, this should fill in, and maybe if we came back after the rain, we get to see some salamanders and different things that we haven't seen this year yet. This bridge is yellow, orange, and red, so I'm not sure if there's 3 separate trails, if this is just decorative. I guess we will go ahead and find out. A lot of trees came down on this side, and on the opposite side, a little rocky, beachy area. The water actually looks a little clearer on this part of the creek.
If we look down in the creek here, we can see the side of the land here. You can see soil coming up, and that could lead to erosion or could tell you the patterns to look for. And you can see the low tide coming down. It's another sign of erosion, and that can also lead to weathering as well. So those are signs to look out for when you see bodies of water.
There are a million gnats on this bridge, so we're getting off of here. To our first trailhead. We may actually have an option to go different routes.
A lot of these little bridges.
We're on bridge number 4. This one just runs over a small part of the creek.
We finally spotted some minnows over here. Our first sign of life in the water along the edge.
We'll take a look down there.
It stink too.
Alright, so we're gonna take the red trail for a short bit just to get up to the end here. We saw some old, look like ruins of rock, so we're gonna take a look. Red trail, a combination of dirt, rocks, and roots popping up. Nice little quiet creek over here. And we're gonna head down here a little bit and take a peek, see what this wall once was. The water is definitely clearer on this part than it was when we initially got here.
Oh wow.
So like we said in our last video, we are two people obsessed with rocks, even if it's just fool's gold. We get super excited. We love to crack them open, see if anything cools inside.
Oh.
So do we want to keep taking the red trail, or do we want to go back and choose them? Take the red? Alright. Continue on the red. Hopefully this leads us to another cool spot. From it. One got a little infected with some fungus growing down. These trails are nicely labeled though. They do have the red blazes here, so it's nice to follow that and know where you're going. The tree almost looks like it's going in a natural vine shape. Looks like two doves. Amazing how high everything is up on the other side. Coming up on the Blue Route, 476 for those of you that don't live here. So there's some cool graffiti up here, so we can start checking that out. Pretty crazy to be going under the Blue Route where we drive every day. That's awesome. So far, that's my favorite piece here. Yep. Raven and the Boulder are both awesome. Alright, sticky finger in the back. Really? This is another bridge. Over there is all food.
we're back in the tunnel. Very cool in here, very dark. You can see some of the rocks chipping away. Very great experience. I love all the art. You can see every piece of art. Think of it differently. We have some peace signs over here. Let's see what else. Not sure.
You see the fanatic?
Yeah, I took a picture for her. I took that for the super fun. It's cool in here.
This is kind of giving me like Graffiti Alley and Baltimore vibes, but a little more sketch because now we're in a dark tunnel. Check out this artwork, seriously. How could you not love it? Oh, this is great. I'm somebody who can't even draw a stick figure, so to see someone's artwork that has true talent, I always appreciate it. Kind of looks like you, June. What do you think? Should we do a side by side? Let me see.
Gonna bite.
Stuff to the side.
Hello.
The end is here. Oh no. I mean, the world right now, we may never know.
I love how like the natural ivy is just coming down. Let me get a picture. Alright, and on we go. Red blazes continue.
Got money?
Show how it splits here. She's going down. I'm going up.
Can we race?
Don't want to do all that. I'll probably break my ankles on these.
Do it for the vlog.
Alright, ready, set, go.
You saw my get out run.
Yeah. Yep. Go that
Go
way.
this way.
A lot of splits.
So we are continuing on the red trail. It veered off a couple different ways and we just decided to kind of go in what looks like the main direction. So let's see where we end up. It's so peaceful back here. You see the sun shining through, but it's very calm and relaxing. I love that everything's growing in. 2 weeks ago in the mountains it was still dead. Like I said, these are very well labeled. We love when we can follow the path and know exactly where we're going. Sure what this was, but definitely something at some point. Could have been an old building. I'm gonna get in and get a little shot of that. Definitely looks like something could have been here, whether it was a house or a spring house. I don't think this is natural. I think this is man-made and eventually just crumbled over time. You see a lot of that similar style at Ridley State Creek Park, which is not far from here. Like a little mini trail going up here. I don't want to take that because that'll definitely lead to poison ivy.
Or ticks.
Definitely somebody took that at some point. Maybe they take that on the bike since it's so narrow. This looks like where the cabbage patches are born. Anyone from the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. Use your imagination. Scared the crap out of myself. Another little side trail over here. These guys have anything that looks shiny, freely. We're not sure. A little swampy down here. It looks like some bamboo, possibly.
There you go.
This is almost like a natural little arched wall where trees had fell down and over time the ivy formed over them and started growing. It's really just a natural little arch over the water. See a few houses up the hill, so we're not far from civilization, although it feels like we're a million miles away. I'm not fucking with that.
Foxes over there. Oh yeah? They seen foxes.
Did mention online that a trolley line runs through here.
You missed it earlier. I caught
forgot
it
about
earlier.
that, yeah.
I saw the stoplight earlier.
And here comes the actual trolley. These trolleys have been around this area forever. They're kind of a pain in the butt when you're on the actual road, but I guess they do get you where you gotta go. A little bit of everything here. Continuing on the red, going strong.
Pretty long trail.
Yeah, they said like miles of trails here. I don't know how long each one is, but at least they're fairly easy. This is our little waterfall. Like we said, we love chasing waterfalls. This is a surprise, and for us, even the babies count, no matter how small it is. A waterfall is a waterfall.
Don't go chasing waterfalls though, there might be poison ivy.
TLC told me not to do this, but I'm going in anyway.
That's what TLC is for later, tender loving care.
That's why I have a daughter.
The trolley again.
Set down.
Hold up.
We did it. Leaving the waterfall on the red trail. It almost looks like fool's gold.
This looks like
Yeah. attraction.
You left that rock.
I did.
Oh, come
That
on.
was big, babe. Here's some of them marked bricks. These are actually pretty valuable. Recently on the news, someone was stealing these in Chester. I'm not sure where they're from, but they're typically historical and have some kind of value.
Get that drip going. Ink time.
I hear a woodpecker.
Got the tracks over here. So on the right where we saw the trolleys running. So we definitely stay off those because they are active. So up here's the end where the trolley station starts. You're gonna hang a left and wrap it around.
Look.
There's a, this looks like a little chill spot. I'm saying the trail's that way.
Look at the wheels on the trail.
There's properties. Like a bike ramp. This is like a little bike ramp. So we're taking a shortcut through the red trail up at the top here. Looks like a little chill spot. Makeshift bike ramp. We're seeing a lot of people on electric bikes. Thinking that the kids probably use this. So they got a little board set up. They can ride their bikes across the board. Practicing their little tricks. Right path goes this way. There's a lot of holes, so maybe even dirt bikes come through here. Kayla's using it as a balance beam. There's a rock for you, babe. You like that?
Like the one you left. Which way we going?
Guess we'll just keep following the red. I don't know.
All right, come on.
Take a look at our map. The first car's there. So really, anyway, I guess that looks like
That
it
looks
goes
like
like
to
to
the
the
road.
road. So, all right, we'll continue on the red trail, leaving the little bike stunting area. gonna say so far, I think that this red trail is probably the main trail you want to take if you want to see a little bit of everything. Off of this trail, we've seen the graffiti, we've seen multiple bridges. We've been on a pretty clear path. We found a little waterfall, found a little bike park, saw the playground. It kind of has everything wrapped around on this red loop. Kind of made a path out of logs over here. Looks like we're coming up on more bike routes.
Nice.
Literally been a dream come true. If we were a kid and we were out here on our mongooses, in our day it was the huffies, but this is totally decent. You can get access right off the road over here. And this is just incredible. I know that whoever comes back here has a blast. Here. This was my dream as a kid. Thank you. Is that a bench? We need to get a picture. Here, I'll take one of you over there.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt bikes, e-bikes, regular bikes. This is packed in pretty solid. Looks like it's been here for a long time. Couple little makeshift benches out of the logs. This is pretty decent. For $250 for road
And come up with 50 more.
We said we would do 280. Alright, back on the red trail. Right along here too.
Mm-hmm.
If you catch a lone drifter in that ditch, someone stood up and said the other day.
Oh, look at it, I got one for you.
Hashtag small booties matter. I said what? I should say that.
The gas station every day. The gas station every day.
You said that to
That's what he says, and he stops. And he like staring, and I'm like, how you doing? I'm good, how are you?
I would have been like,
He's
you want to
like,
get knocked out?
I'm almost as good as you look. And he sat there the whole time creeping at me. 50 under. Here's a big one with fool's gold. Check that puppy out. Red goes this way or this way? What's that one? Purple flowers are cool that I keep seeing on the ground.
Long trail.
Yeah, you said miles and miles of trail. I didn't know what that meant. See that? Like a spider or moth's nest up there. See it all?
Which way? Which way?
That way.
Here's the parked car, and here's us. So should we just wind down? There's all this out here. What's that? Yeah, I think so. That's red shoes.
A lot of forks.
Yeah. A lot of forks, they all go to the red trail. I haven't seen anything for the orange or yellow that we saw on that bridge.
You just passed that snake hole.
Alright, down we
What
go.
time it is? It's 7:11. watching. Stay tuned, subscribe. Always subscribe down below. Thumbs up the video. That's what you gotta say.
We bring the kid because she's cooler than us.
Period.
I think we're supposed to go. Oh, go that way. I was about to say I thought we were supposed to go down there.
Yeah. So look at the spray can.
That's cool.
on 476, otherwise known as the Blue Route. If you live in Delco, you already know we hate the Blue Route. Let's give it an FU. We literally just came out of the graffiti wall, walked around the corner, we're on the highway, and then when we step 3 feet back in the woods, there's a pack of deer in there just hanging out and letting us take pictures. Again, look to your right. That's the highway. Step over the magic broken fence and you are in the woods. Look straight ahead. There's 2 deer in those trees. And there's also the baby one to the right.
I can't really see him because I ain't got no glasses. Which way we going? Down?
So we
Look
keep
that way. Where's it going?
right here.
Turn this way? Shit.
Go down below and I'll jump on. Ready? Should I go next? Bike people enjoy this.
I don't know, I would if I had a dirt bike.
Yeah, I don't know how to Going, Kayla. the last leg of the red trail. Pretty steep hill coming down here. But overall, this is probably the hardest part of the hike so far, to be honest. Most of it's been pretty flat. Looks like as we come down, we're creeping up on the highway again. Just gonna go down this little path and peek out here. It's kind of crazy that you can walk out of Smedley Park and literally get dumped onto an on-ramp to a highway. I don't know if that's just a Delco thing or if that's everywhere. Here we are. You can see the blue route, Route 1. Decide which way you want to go and sit in traffic. They got their little traffic lights up here that hold us up. At least now that it's dying down later in the day, it doesn't look as bad. But again, we just popped out of the woods and we're on the blue route. But heading back into the woods. Yay!
Yeah.
Looks like we are heading up on what I'm going to call the Delco Dish. It's a big ass satellite back here. Mr. Dew. Again, I'm just going to say it's the Delco Dish. I don't know if it's got a real name. Maybe that could be its name. Who knows? A little random. First time we've seen a satellite dish in the park.
We use that to sled in the winter time. Due to this economy.
Drew thought it was aliens. He thought he was getting out of here, but just kidding. You're stuck in Delco. See the field where we initially started down here. The red loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop has finally come to an end. Essentially just follow the red through the whole park. You'll see pretty much everything that we just saw. Get a little taste of art, wildlife, water, nice forest. Park wasn't overcrowded. Ferns as we're leaving the trail. You can see down here we are back to where we started at the Penn State Environmental Building. I'm going to take one more peek and see what this is all about. So this is the Penn State Cooperative Extension. This is their office over here to the right. Got a cute little hand-painted sign on a wreath. And then when you come up here, this is a little pollinator garden. We have this decorated beautifully with an arch here. You can kind of go through the little arch. It tells you right here there's some honeysuckle. It's native nectar. We have a whole little book here. It tells you about all of the different things that they have in here. This is basic information about pollination. You can see there's an activity book. These are all coated in plastic. There's word search, little connect the dots. And if you look over here, they have a little box where they have dry erase markers. So if you bring your kids here, they can do the forms inside and then clean it off with a Clorox wipe. And as a parent, you can hang here on this bench. This is certified wild habitat area, so there are animals like we had already seen earlier, the deer. These beautiful flowers, which are the pollinators. You can see a little birdhouse over here. There's steps down just showing more. And this is where it looks like they do some activities. This is the Smedley County Park Environmental Center. Kind of peek inside. They have chairs and little pots of flowers growing. So my thought is that maybe the Penn State students work with young children in our area and do some activities over here. And we're just going to head over to the last little area. We have another trellis arch here. Beautiful, beautiful. What are these? You want one? Got a nice little bird feeder. I love that they took an old baluster and made a yard decoration. This is telling you about the garden here. It's been here since 2002. And then if we just pop up this little hill, you can see another little area with picnic tables. We have some yard decorations and new plants growing. This is the children's garden area. Some fresh mulch behind us. Lots of different plants here, lots of different benches. Very peaceful area. Demonstration garden. They also have a sensory garden, so they kind of fit the needs of everyone at this park, which is wonderful. Another little bird feeder. It's a nice little peaceful area to walk through. Again, this is like the children's garden area. Looks like they work with the students at Penn State. And they have a little co-op here. Definitely something to check out if you have younger kids or even teenagers.
Red Trail?
So the Red Trail was the first trail that we've ever done in Smedley, 1.8 mile loop trail. And I feel like we literally saw a little bit of everything. We saw deer, we saw water, we saw a mini waterfall, we saw tons of cool graffiti. We actually cut out and was standing on the side of Interstate 476, also known as the Blue Route. We saw the Penn State Children's Garden. Pretty much saw just about everything, about 4 or 5 bridges in the beginning of our trail, which crossed over the creek. Overall, people. I would definitely recommend it. You could do it yourself, you could do it with kids. We're looking forward to coming back and checking out the other trails that they have. So glad we got to get out here today, about 15 minutes from our house, and yeah, definitely check it out.
We got our special guest, Cat Cardio with Kayla.
Stay tuned for part 2 for other trails, and make sure subscribe below and give a big thumbs up.
And go subscribe to her page too. Cat Cardio Yoga with Kayla.
One shot, one laugh, always focused in Zoom. Adventure calling our names. We on a true.